Hello, this is developer A. Halhan from Harkencraft, and today I'm going to show you how to install a mod on your Minecraft server. If you do not know how to set up a Minecraft server, you can check my past video, which I'll put an annotation on how to set one up. So first you have to go to Bukkit.org. This is the client that we're going to use to use the mods. First you want to download excuse me, Craft Bukkit. Craft Bukkit is the main jar in order to use Bukkit. So just download that, and once that's done downloading, I'm just going to drag this to my desktop. And then I have multiple files, so let me just rename it. Take off that too. Now you can keep the snapshot, a lot of people do, that's fine. So what you want to do is just drag this into your file, and then once that's in, you can just start your Minecraft server. And then X out of it, and it'll replace it somewhere. Alright, after you put your Craft Bukkit into your Minecraft server file, what we want to do next is go to bukkit.org, go to documentation, scroll down, tutorial to start your own server, and then there'll be some code here on how to actually run Bukkit. Now, if you're running Java 6, then you just want to use this. If you're running Java 7, you want to use this code. And then, if, like it says here, if you're using a 32-bit mode on a 64-bit machine, then change program files to program files 86. I'm running Java 6, so let me just copy this. Then you want to open up your notepad, then paste this in your notepad, and since I need to do this now, I'll do this times 86, like it says right there to do. And then go to my file, I'm going to save it, and I'm just going to put it on my desktop, all files, and I'm going to name it run .bat. Save it, you can X, then once you have the run.bat, put it in your server folder, and then run it, and then it will run Craft Bukkit. Now, since you have a mod in your server, when you start your Minecraft server, always run it through run.bat file. If you run it through this, Minecraft server.jar, it will not load the plugins. As you can see, it made a plugins folder to where you can place your plugins in, and it tells you a little more information about your server than if you're running it from the jar file. So after that's done, you can just type in stop, and then press any key and it automatically exits out of it. Now, today, I'm just going to show you how to install one of the mods, which is, in my opinion, one of the most useful mods you can get, and that mod is Essentials. Now, Essentials gives you over hundreds of commands that just make running your Minecraft server easier. Now, what you want to do is just download it. Okay, after you're done with that, open up the zip file. First one you see is essentials.jar. You need essentials.jar in order to use any of the other ones, and that's the most important one. So just drag that into your plugin folder. I already did that. Essentials chat, if you want a title before the name, whenever someone chats, you can put that in. And it works with permissions, which is a different plugin that I'll talk about in a different video. Essentials GeoIP tells where that player is from whenever they're joining the server. Not exact location, just like Ireland, Massachusetts, stuff like that. Essentials Protect is when you want protection on your server from, let's say, a creeper. If you want a creeper to explode and do player damage, but you don't want it to do block damage, you can set that. You can set certain blocks not to be able to be placed, like TNT, water, lava, and all sorts of stuff. Essential Spawn, which I like, including Protect. I'll just drag these both in here. Essential Spawn, if you want to make a spawn, let's say you spawn in the on the beach side, and you want to move the spawn. You type in a command, it moves the spawn for you, and then you just type in /spawn, and it'll spawn you there. So after you do that, let's just run the Minecraft server. And as you can see, it prepares the region, and then it says creating config. You don't have to worry about that. And it loaded essentials, and it gives you info. If there was an error, it would say severe instead of info, and that you have to pay attention to. But now let's go in the folder, and we have some folders in here. So let's go to the config. Now, there's a lot of stuff you can do in this configuration file. I'm not going to go over all of them. I'm just going to go over some of the ones, like kit. When you type in /kit tools, it makes tools for whatever items you specify, or makes a kit rather for whatever items you specify. And then let's go down a little. Essentials home. If you want to use the command /set home, you can do that. Again, a lot of these are self-explanatory. They're already explained here of what each one does. I just want to go to Essentials Protect. Now, right here, see, you can do creeper explosion so they don't explode, but I'm going to set that to true. Now, when you say true, that means prevent. So I'm going to prevent creeper explosion. I'm going to prevent player damage, and I'm going to prevent block damage. But let's say I want people to be able to die from creepers, just not creepers blow up all the blocks around them. You just set that to false. And then once you're done going over all this config file, you just save it. And then what you want to do is you can either reload all if you're in game /reload all, but I'm just going to stop the server and then just exit out and restart the server. So now, as you can see, it tells you essentials loaded, it tells you who it's by, it tells you what build it is, so that's good. Let's just open up Minecraft, log in, multiplayer, let's go on the server. See, it says welcome a hellhound to the server, and then you can change the message of the day, which is where it says is welcome hellhound, type so on and so on. I want to return today, so it's /time day or /time night. I'm not going to go over every single command because there's a lot of them, but I'll put a link in the description about most of the commands. Another command, let's say I want to set the spawn here, /set spawn. Whoops. Herp derp. And then go over here, type in /spawn, spawns right here. And also, wherever you look, that's where it'll place them. And then also another cool thing is warps. If you want to, let's say, make a warp to a house you made, you have multiple houses, you can type in /set warp, and let's just say house. Then I go over here, I'll type in /spawn, and then it's kind of like /spawn, only you can make multiple warps. You type in /warp house, warps from here. You can make tons of warps, and you can prevent certain players from using certain warps, which I'll show in the next video about permissions. That's about it. There's a lot more. So here you can see of how there's hundreds of plugins. Now, remember, if the more plugins you get, the more there's a chance that something might go wrong. So, the less plugins, the better. The reason why I like Essentials is because it does a lot of stuff in only one or so files. That's about it. Thanks for watching. And that's about it, and thanks for watching.